way that my roof was designed, it creates an entire waterfall that just falls right down in front of the front door path. So every time we leave the house or come home, we have to avoid this huge waterfall curtain coming down. So today I decided to add a little gutter system that's going to redirect the water off to the side here somewhere. It's going to be a very simple and basic installation. And the good thing is I've seen a lot of gutter installations on YouTube, and there's a lot of cutting and drilling, and you have to use power drills here and there. I found a company where it's pretty much plug and play. It's all plastic, and you can cut and trim using a regular pair of scissors. No motor tools involved, no cutting wheels, no die grinders. Everything is just plug and play, and you don't even have to use seal because the system has these 3 rubber flaps that go at the joints where when you shove it in, it creates a very tight seal. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. So from the end over there, I'm going to measure all the way to this corner, and I'm getting exactly 116 inches. And I'm going to find out where I want to drop the water to create a second pathway right here. So maybe 4 feet. Here is my 4-inch gutter, and here's the miter. This is the corner piece I'm talking about. And you see these 3 ribs right here? These are rubber seals. So when I take that part and I shove it in here, it creates a very, very tight seal that doesn't come apart. Just go ahead and plug this in. I'm using a rubber mallet to help me along here. Look at that, huh? And it's not going anywhere. Look at that. Pretty tight seal. Now from here, I'm going to measure 116 inches. From here, I'm going to use a pair of shears, and I'm going to cut. Look how easy that was, guys. Oh my gosh. I bought an end cap, also has the rubber seals right here. So when you do hammer it in, it should create a very tight seal. So next we are going to take a bunch of these gutter hangers, and we're going to tie it to the roof with the use of 2.5-inch exterior screws. It already has a hole for you right here. You just put this into your roof, and it's supposed to hold on like a hanger. Once you put these in place, I'm going to put one every, I don't know, 2 feet or something. And we're going to take our gutter and just hang it over just like that. It snaps into place. Pretty convenient, huh? Plug and play. I'm going to have to understand the slope of where I want my water to go. So I want the water to start right here and continuously go down a downward slope and let the water out over here. So right there where the miter, the corner is going to be our center point. So I'm going to take that at the highest point to the middle and down to the lowest point. Okay, you guys can go ahead and snap a chalk line if you want to. I'm just going to eyeball everything as long as everything is a downward slope going to the left of the roof over here. As you guys could see, I already installed my very first one at its highest point. Once I got to the corner, I made sure it's towards the center, the middle of the 2x4 right there. So I'm going to lay this temporarily on top of here to see what I have to work with, make sure the length is good to go. I already have my hanger up here and my screw ready to go up here. I'm just gonna lift this up out of the way and go ahead and screw in where I marked it on here. Perfect. Perfect. As you guys can see how I screwed it in, I made a black mark right there. And all I'm doing is just sitting this on top of the hanger. I haven't snapped it in yet. So how this hook works is you take one end over here and then you snap it into the other end, just like that. Pretty simple. Same thing on this end. We're going to hook it into place and just snap it in and move it all the way down to the center. Beautiful. Now we're going to do the end cap where it's going to release water. I'm just going to hammer this in. Beautiful. That end is where it's going to release water, and we're going to hammer that end right there into that corner. Now, I'm going to the center and putting in another supporting bracket right here. Taking a look at the slope. Making sure that the slope matches. And I'm going to go ahead and screw this in. There you go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm going to grab our other end here. I'm going to go ahead and slide it through this bracket here. Let it go all the way to this corner piece. Perfect. Clip this in. Perfect. Perfect. Here is the end spout with that slope that goes to the center corner, and it starts all the way at that end. Now we're going to take our rain gutter protection right here, and we are just going to slide this into a notch right there. Once it slides into a notch right there, we could shift it over until it fits the size and just lay it flat. And it's pretty tight, guys. Now I got a few down there. All I have to do is cut it to size and just go ahead and lay out the rest of the gutter. Remember, it just slides inside this slot and the other end just snaps right down.